Hello, hello. Welcome to HearthCenter. It's Wednesday night, and we are happy to have you with us. We got the full house tonight. Lotus Knight is with me. Icon is with me. How's it going tonight, guys?
Doing
Oh,
well. How
you
are
cut
you?
out just when you said like the name of the person.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut off Icon's name. Icon is here. Lotus is here. We got a lot of stuff tonight. We got a fun game tonight. Thank you everybody for contributing to the THL. Guess the THL player game. We'll get to that in a little bit. Kel is trying to teach me how to use Twitch chat right now, which is just absolutely a waste of his time because I'm a failure at that, but I appreciate it nonetheless. So,
Hashtag Boomer Donda.
Boomer Donda. Despite being solidly in the millennial grouping, I am a boomer by proxy, as I'm probably still one of the oldest in THL anyway, so that's okay. But yeah, redeemed highlight my message. That's how we did. Icon, nice sweater. Where's it from? We already get chat questions. Icon, where's your sweater from, bud?
Thanks. I got this from like a thrift store. It has a tiger on the back. I don't know. It's just a long sleeve shirt. I put it on as like a pajama shirt today.
Well, there you go.
All good. Next time.
So, as you can see down in the right corner there, tonight we will be talking about Pro Series Week 2. We'll recap that. We'll be playing Guess the THL Player, which will I'll let Lotus here explain that in a few seconds. We'll be going over the matches of the week, which will be all the matches that are going to be on stream Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then after that's over, we'll come back to the Guess the THL Player results, which, if you are a winner, if you are the winner, I should say, you get to face off on stream against whoever wins between myself and Icon next week when we have another 10 Guess That Player. So, um, before we get into the recap, Lotus, I'll let you explain what's going to happen later with the Guess the Player, and that way you can go ahead and send out the Google form that everyone will be able to use.
Sure. So, Guess the THL Player is a special game that we'll be doing tonight where I hope you've been interacting a lot with your THL players, be it in Legacy, in Hero, in Pro, in Challenger, in Duos. And this is the time to test that. So, we'll have short descriptions that some of the players sent me beforehand. And we'll see if you can guess who I'm talking about from these descriptions. Some of them are really easy, some of them are super cryptic. So, it's going to be a very fun time.
All right, so we will get to that in a little bit. But first, let's talk about Pro Week 2. So I'm going to pop all the matches up on the screen here, all 6 games. And we'll start at the top with a match I know Icon had a lot of investment in, and one that came up pretty positive for his team FTL is they beat Bad to the Bone 17-10. So Bad to the Bone, they're 1-1 to start now. FTL 2-0. This isn't really shocking, I suppose. FTL was one of the favored teams opening up the season, and Bad to the Bone is expected to be strong, but somebody's got to win, I guess. I guess you could always tie, but just looking at the top here, the only game that went Bad to the Bone's way was Ego Waffle beating Itachi 3-1. But everybody else on FTL got their second win of the season, with Snake over Avi 3-2, Rabobson over Pasca 3-1, Liquid Ox over Manny Skull 3-2, and Berserk over A2 Battleship 3-1. So Icon, if you want to take us through a little bit of what happened there, we will start with your thoughts.
Bad to the Bone is obviously a super good team, but we were really hyped to get to play against them early to sort of show who the best team in pro is. Because when before Beard Boys popped off, at least on paper, everybody was just talking about Bad to the Bone #1, FTL #2, and so we got really determined over that, and we were like, we're not gonna let them beat us, and uh, we did just that. I know all of my players worked super hard this week. They were like constantly prepping, and they all helped each other like design like lineups and sort of like test different things, and eventually ended up going with the ones that they went with. And obviously, everybody on Bad to the Bone put up a great fight. I think all the 3-2s show that they're super talented, like as a squad, and we're really lucky to play them. And it happened to go our way this time, and so I'm looking forward to see them in playoffs because they're a really good team.
Yeah, I think that's still likely a playoff, a repeat playoff matchup if these two teams do happen to play in the playoffs. I think these two will likely both be there. Lotus, what do you think about this result? Anything surprising here to you, or is this pretty much what you expected?
This is more or less where I expected. I think I could have seen Avi win. Avi winning is never a surprise, but Snake is also a great player. So I wouldn't say this is surprising. Um, Yeah, it's a good match, and I do expect them to meet again in the playoffs or later.
Yeah, Bad to the Bone got a good chunk of points, so it wasn't like they got left in the dust. 10 points is still fine in a losing effort. 17 obviously plus the the 3 bonus for FTL is very strong. I think this might be one of the very first times in pro we'll see a player who will drop from the 1 seed all the way to the 5 seed. I guess that might be the first time it happens in any series, but obviously it's a bit more likely to happen in pro. As Itachi is going to be the 5 seed next week for FTL, as everyone else is still 2-0. So moving on to our second place team, the Beard Boys. They were behind by just 1 point last week, and they drew Propane Gang, and they brought it pretty hard. So they're actually going to move up into a tie with FTL, as they got 18 points and an 18-5 win over Propane Gang. That was a near sweep. Even the only loss was Hockey Boys to Silent Red RDT, but he still picked up 2 points in that loss. But Honest Zaib beats Craig of Canada in a sweep. Myanodon over the Town Drunk 3-1, and then Lesmos over It's Me Mike V and Boosasaurus over Darkside in sweeps as well. So one thing I noticed in this matchup here is that everybody or almost everybody on Beer Boys banned Priest for the most part, with the exception of Zabe and Lesmos. So those that did not ban Warrior instead. I'm sorry. Actually, I have this backwards. I always read the bans backwards. I guess Propane Gang really didn't want to play against Priest. Any thoughts there? Was that maybe a mistake there, Lotus Knight? Was that kind of what might have led to their issues?
Yeah, I don't like the Priest ban idea. I think Priest. The only reason to ban Priest is if you're going super aggro. I don't know their particular lists. But that being said, Priest is an okay spot to target, but not in an okay spot as a class overall.
Yeah, I mean, Res Priest is a fine deck, and I would say that Combo Priest is playable, but it's certainly not in the meta right now. But it seems targetable. It definitely seems targetable, especially in a conquest scenario where you can just kind of freeze a single deck out. But
Yes.
Silent did win with the Priest ban, so it's not impossible to do so. But yeah, I think it will
Right.
take a little bit of finagling. Icon, what do you think about this matchup? Anything surprise you here?
Not really. Actually, the Beard Boys are a really awesome team, and I'm really happy that they're doing well. All the priest bands from PPG seem really interesting. I don't know if priest is a very strong class right now because the one deck that it does play at a competitive level is a little bit one dimensional. But I really do like seeing those rogue bands coming out of Lesmos and Booze, and that definitely is working out for him. As you can see, that both times that a rogue was banned on the bottom half, they got that 3-0. So looks like some really good prep and research coming out of the Beard Boys, definitely paying off for them.
Yeah, strong team, a team we expected to be a contender, and they're right at the top as we enter week 3. So not really too surprising there. Match number 3, one of the kind of shocker upset teams in the first week was Top Hatted Titans. They played Taste the Rainbow. They didn't get their second win of the season as Taste the Rainbow moves to 2-0, but it was very close. So 14-12 win for Taste the Rainbow. That's going to, I believe, not it's going to keep Taste Rainbow's points up, but if I'm doing quick math here, it looks like they're going to drop to 4th place below the unknown. Skittles fell to Icer 3-2. Inzi moves to 2-0 with a win over Starlax 3-2. Your Mumked got a sweep over Silver T Fox. Brick with a win over Top Hat Demon, who's now 0-2, and Quirky Turtle fell to Lil Harthy in Lil Harthy's first pro win with a sweep. So this match was all over the place. We had 3 close matches, we had 2 blowouts, and 1 blowout going each way, which contributed to this game being very close. Icon, I'll start with you here on this one. I'm personally looking at Top Hat Demon being 0-2 for the Top Hat Titans, them still putting up a good fight. I know he was an all-pro player last season. Do you think that is going to be a big piece for them to turn things around here and get back into the hunt as the second half of the season rolls around, or do they can they survive with him being sub 500 this season?
People often forget that Pro Series this season is going to be nine matches in the regular season. It's going to be very long,
Yes.
much longer than we're used to. And I think that Top Hat's going to be absolutely fine. He's a very consistent player. He plays at a very high level. He'll be more than fine. Taste the Rainbow's success is actually very interesting coming out of these first 2 weeks. Starting off at 2-0 isn't something that I would have predicted for a team like them. And it really seems like they're sort of getting their stuff together with those like unified class submissions. We're seeing all Warlock down the board. We're seeing mostly Rogue. We're seeing that Warrior. So it really seems like they've come together as a unified team and have a pretty cool game plan, like as a squad. So that's really cool to see.
Yeah, I'm always kind of torn on the teams that just go with a full paired up class submission. It seems like it either can work out fantastically for you or crash and burn, obviously, if you get hard countered. But they kind of went, that middle 2 to 4 seeds all went with the same submission, and they won every single one of those matches, so it worked out in this case for them. Lotus, what do you think about Taste of the Rainbow, and what do you think about this matchup here this week?
I've said this before last week, a Skittles team should never be underrated because Skittles is a great player. He's very careful as a captain. So even if he loses, he's making sure all his players are having the most support they can. So it doesn't really surprise me as a result. I think they're going to be, even though their players are not in the same PR range as many of the others, they're definitely in contention.
Absolutely, and they'll be moving up to 51 points here next week, so they'll be just fine through the first 2 weeks of the season.
Yes.
Actually, wait, does the 34 include the bonus already? No, the 34 includes from last week, so they're not moving up to 48 points. These are actually the correct standings.
Yeah, no, these are.
My
bad.
bad. I was trying to do math on the fly. I couldn't remember when I took these screenshots if it was before the rollover or not. So never mind. Ignore me on that one. Let's go to game 4 here, which was the Unknown versus the other guys. A big win for the Unknown, 17-6. They took every match but one of them. Tony Montana moves to 2-0 for the other guys as he took out Ron Mexico 3-1. But then it's nothing but the Unknown rest of the way down. Ducharmo 3-1 over Dirty Mike. Brushy Tuna a sweep over JR Juggerlaw. Catman a sweep over Surlos, and then Solo Jazz picks up their first win of the season, 3-1 over Lefty. So the other guys, a little bit slow out of the gate so far. The Unknown, they took a hit in week 1, but they bounced back pretty well here in week 2 to let everyone know that they're not going anywhere. Lotus, if you like unified class selection, the Unknown was 100% unified. Except for the ban process, they banned 5 different
satisfying.
classes. Right. Oh, it's extremely satisfying. But then there's 5 different bans. So clearly, even though they all had the same idea class-wise, they were targeting separate things entirely. And of course, this all depends on what your opponents bring. But so, what do you think about the Unknown here, and and this matchup?
So my legacy team actually brought the exact same lineup for all the players. Brought Hunter, Rogue, Warlock, Warrior, and we had chosen them independently. So it's a very common lineup because these are more or less, if you look at HS Replay or most stat sources, these are all relatively flexible classes with options. So especially in closed deck list format, they make them good, but they're also good in open deck lists, which is the case here.
Yeah, I think that's it's in Conquest a very safe bet a lot of the time to bring some of the more flexible classes, just that way, even if somebody is trying to target a class, they might not necessarily be able to target your archetype, which seems to work out pretty well here. It is open deck list, as you mentioned, and even though we're not looking directly at what decks they brought, I think we can all kind of get a pretty good idea based on our knowledge of the meta. Icon, was this a surprising outcome to you, or did you kind of see the Unknown run away with this one like they did?
I actually thought that this would be closer than it was, and I have a hot take because if I don't make those, who's going to? I think that the Unknown is actually going to end the season at like 4-5 or like 5-4 or something, and potentially miss playoffs. I think that a lot of these teams that I had initially rated as not being as strong as the Unknown on paper are actually very, very strong, like the Menagerie, for example, and Beard Boys. And I actually think the Unknown's got some serious competition, like getting into those last couple playoff spots, especially with only 4 playoff spots available. So I think that a lot of these teams have a much bigger shot at taking down the Unknown than they think they do.
And it is a very tough tough schedule out there for everyone. Every team is pretty stacked for the most part. So I think any given week in this series, any team can win, and there's going to be a lot of those toss-up matches as we move through the rest of the schedule here. So match 5 this week was Aeon versus the Defias Brotherhood, and that was a 16-7 win for Aeon, with Arhat getting a win over Comp 3-2, Coles sweeping Epical Noise, yours truly with a 3-1 win over Ekoname 16. Mako was the only one who lost with a sweep loss to Icicles, who is just on fire everywhere, it seems like, this season.
He's actually a good player.
He is
Yeah,
a
he's
very
very
good player.
serious.
I lost to him in Legacy this week, and he was technically very sound, so I can vouch for that. Or no, sorry, I didn't lose to him in Legacy, lost him in Hero, but a loss is a loss. So Mark Shire with his first win of the season over Izanami, a sweep as well. So quite the spread here. Couple sweep wins, couple closer matches. I will say personally, pretty excited about the win. We did lose week 1 to Bad to the Bone in a close one, so to get this win was a nice little bounce back, and hopefully this helps propel us forward. But Icon, is this how you saw this match shaking out?
Yes, absolutely. The not propane gang, Defias Brotherhood is in a little bit of a rough spot for sure, and we see that with stuff like Izanami submitting like Twin Tyrant, Sea Giant, Toki the Time Tinker, like Reno Mage, whatever that is, and then whatever this Geppetto Joybuzz thing is, and Priest with Big Bad Archmage and Anubisath Warbringer. And Aeon definitely has some like pretty technically solid players that, regardless of how much prep that they're doing, can like definitely get some stuff done. Yeah, and Mako, love you, Mako. But the Defias Brotherhood is a hashtag free icicle situation, because that man is really 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 good, and like, man, holy mother, he's gonna have to pop off if some of these teams coming up in their schedule is gonna.
Actually, as he pointed out last week, he is a sub. And as he
pointed
out this week,
update, Icicles is free, everybody. I repeat, Icicles is free.
He is now semi-coach. Okay, so he's semi-coaching, which will certainly help. And like I said, I can vouch for his skills, so that will be. They're definitely good people for sure. We'd like to see them, get turned around and get some competitive games here in the second half of the season. I say second half, we're still only in like the first third of the season. Really jumping ahead of myself, but it's one of those things where you don't want to get too far behind, with the competition level being as fierce as it is. So the quicker you turn it around, the better. I don't think 2 bad weeks will doom you completely, but that's pretty much where it's got to end. And hopefully Defias can turn it around here the rest of the season. I will say in your point here with Izanami's decks, I think those types of decks might be better suited for like a closed decklist scenario, because then you have absolutely no idea what some of those cards that really don't get run that often, whether they're there or not. So I think that might be a key takeaway there. But Lotus, what do you think about this match?
I think you guys did a good job. I don't think this was the hardest match for you guys, for Aeon. So I feel like Defias Brotherhood is a team that hasn't found how to get its wins yet. They only got 1 win in 2 weeks, and that's because Icicles is, as we said, a great player. I think it will. If they can find their way, if they can start getting in the rhythm and racking up some wins, they can still be in. But otherwise, it's going to be hard.
Definitely. And moving on to the final match here of the week, it was the Menagerie versus Tap Last, and you'll notice the score is a little bit off here, as we were missing a result from Dexter versus Heat Shock, and it was a win for Dexter, I believe 3-1 over Heat Shock. So Menagerie did take this one with an additional 7 points, with 4 for the win and 3 for the week win, and Tap Last will finish with 11 points this week instead. So this is kind of a rough start here for Tap Last. With only the top 3 players, Valdis, C-Mac, and Bill Snyder having a win thus far. Based got a win 3-2 this week over Valdis. 9 Eyebrows fell to C-Mac in a sweep. Triss lost to Bill Snyder 3-2, and Mata with a win over Nerdstrom in the sweep, as we mentioned. Dexter 3-1 over Heat Shock. So that's Menagerie, solid win there. They got the win over a team that I think we had all talked about not really knowing some of the players on there, like Valdis and Heatshock, and not really knowing, we know the pedigree of CMAC and Bill Snyder and Nerdstrom, but is this going to be a situation where Tap Last can turn it around, Lotus?
I think it is. I think Tap Last, they have good players. CMAC is amazing. Bill Snyder is a very experienced captain, and player. So I think they can definitely make it. It will depend on, again, getting practice in, not letting this week hit them hard. Menagerie is also a very good team that I think has potential to make the playoffs and just go ahead. So we'll see. I'm hopeful for both of them.
I will say shout out to Bill. I did predict a Triss win this week, and Bill proved me wrong. So big win for him. Keeps them close in the standings. So I will definitely be the first to say I was wrong about that one. Icon, on to you. What do you think?
You said that we didn't know too much about those players at the beginning, and I still don't think we know too much. I think we're gonna have to see how it turns out. Definitely close game. They proved that they can definitely put up points versus Menagerie, who I still think is a very, very strong team on paper. I would actually rate them as one of the strongest on paper rosters in pro. But the if you're like a sort of middle of the pack team, what you don't want is to sort of get into like a slugfest with another team. You want to have those very dominant weeks. You want because points taken are sort of points denied in that respect. You want to have those very sort of blowout, very polarizing showings. And if you're just sort of trading back and forth with those people like right above and below you, playoffs might be a little more difficult. So happy for Menagerie. They seem like they're doing well for themselves. I would love to see like a big like a week next week or maybe the week after that where they prevent double digits from their opponent. Let's say I think that would put them pretty significantly ahead. So.
Absolutely. And great point you brought up is that points gained and points denied are a big factor. Obviously, you want to gain as many points for your own team as possible, but sweeps, keep your opponent down in the standings. So better to get a sweep. Obviously, you'll take a win any way you can get it, but later in the season, sometimes sweeps are necessary, and you don't want to be too far behind going into that phase of the season and have to be playing a certain way that you might not otherwise, try to tool your lineup towards the sweep, and that can cause problems. So that was what happened in week 2. Looking forward to week 3, which we will talk about a few games here in a little bit. And nope, CMAC is the captain diamond for that team. Sorry, I cut off the bottom in the screen grab there. But so we are gonna move on to our game tonight. So Lotus, I will let you take this away again. Explain the rules, and you can go ahead and link the Google Doc in chat as well.
Sure. So I'll explain the rules one more time. The way this will work is I'm going to give a short description. It will be mostly vocal it is a description given to me by a player. We'll do a practice round so everyone knows kind of how it goes. But then the idea is our hosts and you, our viewer, will just write down who you think it is. There's a Google form for that. And we'll do that for 10 different players. After the 10 different players, we'll have the form all set. You'll submit the form. We'll check who got the most matches, and whoever got the most correct players will be here to face the winner of Donde and Icon next week.
So Donde, me, Icon, we are going to be just recording our answers here separately, and then we will reveal them at the same time as the results come out later in the show. So we will, obviously we'll talk about what's going on, but we're not going to tell you who we think it is and give it away. And I don't know who they are either. So all these went to Lotus here, so should be fun.
Yes, and since we're going to have another round next week, it's never too early to start advertising that. You should send me a short description about yourself.
Absolutely.
Be as cryptic, as fun as you want. There will definitely be some surprises. There are some that I did not expect it to be that player when they gave me the description. There's some that I just thought, yeah, that's obvious who it is. Great. So be ready for that and just have fun. I am sending the spreadsheet right now, so everyone should have access to it if I didn't make any mistakes.
I think when I clicked on it earlier, I had access.
If you really want to confuse Lotus, actually make a separate Discord account and send it from a very anonymous account, and then you can even get Lotus in on the game too. You can confuse him, so definitely go for that, guys.
That is true. That is true.
Well, the anonymous account, it would still have to tell you the answer, or then the whole thing is kind of blown. It's like, guess the player, and if nobody knows the answer, how do we determine who wins? It's a game that's open-ended. There's no actual winner or loser. Those are the best kinds of games.
It's just we all end up losing.
Yeah, similar to Hearthstone, in which we all end up losing.
Yeah, this
Pretty much.
this is the true mysterious challenger right here. This is the true challenger series. So
Yes.
I know, Lotus, you had an example of what you're going to be, what everyone's going to be hearing tonight. So if you want to go ahead and run that out, you can.
Yeah. So I'll give an example of what one of these descriptions could be, and I'll let you guys chat together with Donde and Icon. This time as a team, try to figure out who it is.
Yes, Kelly,
I've beaten.
going to read the clues out loud.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
Kel,
read
he's
them out
going to
loud.
type them out in chat and then communicate them telepathically, and you're just going to have to figure it out from there.
I will also post them in chat
That's the heroic
afterwards, just in case you guys need it.
You get a card back for that.
So here's the first one. I've beaten Avi, Slimch, Fuel, Markshire, Arhat, and Liquidox in THL matches, but have yet to win a play award or be in an all-star team. My favorite deck of all time is Purify Priest, and my favorite card of all time is Lyra the Sun Shard. I also have 2 dogs.
Huh. Okay.
Well, it's not Kel. I'll tell you that much. Sorry, Kel. I love you, buddy. Wait, how does this work? How do we wait, Donna? Do we put it in the
example.
Google
This one's the
Doc,
example.
or what?
So we're
This
just,
one is just an example. You
we're just
don't
all
need to put
talking
it down
it
in the
out.
form.
Oh, okay.
Just it's a group time. Just Twitch chat, and you two can try to guess who it is.
Okay.
All right. So if they beat Liquidox, it's in the last season or two, because Liquidox has only been in THL for like 2 seasons now, I think, right?
Wait, yeah, this is just a trick question. This is Lotus.
Is it Lotus?
Because like Lotus has been around for a while, right? He's a 1 seed, so he would have beaten Slimch when Slimch was in his prime. Right?
I didn't know Lotus
Yeah.
had 2 dogs. I guess that's what's throwing me off here.
That's it. Like Lotus has been around for the Liquidox time, and he's been around for the Slimch time, and he's a 1 seed. Right?
Is it you, Lotus?
Easy fun.
It is me. Good job.
All right, that was kind of like a little trick meta question there. All right.
Yes, it was a meta question.
I might lose at this. Icon is really good.
Easy fun.
Yeah,
Right.
good job,
Wait, so
guys.
when we like write it down, do Donde and I put it in the Google form or no?
No, you
No,
can
we just
put
do
it on a separate notepad.
Okay, yeah,
and
okay, I
you
got my
can send
notepad.
me during the break. You can send me, so
Gotcha.
it's safe. There's no chance anyone's cheating or anything. Not that I think you guys would cheat.
Sure.
All right, yeah, I'll just DM it to you afterwards. So, all right, so this is going to be it. We're going to start with number 1 on the Google form, and I'll keep track of where we are on screen here, so you guys can all follow along. And Lotus, take it away.
Okay, so let's start with player number 1. This player is a THL veteran. He is a 2 series champion and has never won a player award. He is known for particular emojis. His first championship was achieved in his rookie season.
This is going to be really hard.
No,
It is
no, it's
hard.
not. This is easy. What are you? If you okay, maybe this is just easy for me because I won like the social award a bunch of times and like I actually know who all these people are, but like I don't know. I got this.
This is, I'll be honest, this is one of the easiest ones, but yeah.
If this is one of the easiest ones, I am screwed.
I'm gonna show Boomer Dande how out of touch he is with his loyal minions as a board member.
Oh goodness. Oh no. Oh man. This is bad. Yeah, Icon's gonna win 100%. Okay, I have a guess.
Something in the realm of Hearthstone that I can win finally.
By the way, don't worry too much about typing. I'm going to check it. So if there are typos in the form or anything, I'll make sure to fix those.
All right, go ahead and keep going.
Okay, let's go for number 2. I am in my 2nd season of THL. I have a less than 0.5 win percentage this season in hero and love combo decks like Holy Wrath Paladin and Infinite Druid. I am married, have 3 kids aged 10, 5, and 11 months. I am currently locked out of my employment, along with 700 plus brothers and sisters from my union, by an employer that is trying to gut our pensions. I enjoy nice balmy walks in minus 40-degree weather out a picket line.
Okay.
Is this man a communist? Because that was
that one was
interesting.
easy.
Wow.
That one was easy.
That one is, yeah.
Is it easy? I don't actually.
So
maybe
okay,
maybe
so
you might have lost me on the unemployed one. Actually, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. The difficult part is like not saying it out loud.
Yeah.
His brothers and
Yeah,
sisters.
do not
That's
say
an
it out
interesting
loud,
one.
please.
This is content. This is kind of sick.
Okay. Are you ready for the next one?
I am ready
Sure.
for the next one.
Okay. So, player number 3 has captained both Hero and Legacy for 3 seasons each. Served on the board for 2 seasons. Name one of the current THL Twitch shows.
Wait, what?
Say named one.
Named one of the current THL Twitch shows.
Okay.
Oh. Okay. If this gets revealed and this is who I think this is, I'm gonna meme on him for it.
Also, at the
I got
end,
that
I'll
one.
read all of them again if you guys want. But
Dante, I actually think you and I are thinking of the same one with the third one.
All right. I'm good to move on to 4.
Are you guys ready for the next one?
Yep. I'm in.
Okay. Let's go for the next one. This player played paintball competitively, locally, not professionally.
I already got
Is
it.
I
already got it.
Is a service manager for a Fortune 500 company, currently number 243. Has 3 kids aged 22, 20, and 11. Enjoys playing SWTOR. His favorite HS Pro player that is active is Purple. And his favorite FPS on PC is Battlefield 1942.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Unless there are multiple people in THL who play paintball. I think I got this one. I think I got it. Which there could be. I mean, I'm not saying it's impossible.
The kids one threw me off. Oh, the purple thing might be a decoy too, though.
You guys are sitting here thinking about number 4. I'm still thinking about question number 1.
I feel like different ones are gonna stump different people. Actually, I feel like it just
Yes.
depends.
Yes, definitely true.
I was confident in this, Dante, but you might actually. Yeah, it's getting a little rough out here. Actually, no. If we all just get them wrong, then I'll win.
I'm ready.
It's gonna be like a game of like who loses the least, like who could get like 1 or 2.
All right, let's move on to number 5 here.
Okay. You guys ready for the 5th player?
Yep.
Okay. So, okay, so I am a rookie and MVP of the season at the same time, as well as 2 times All-Star in Hero.
That was it?
What?
Yes.
Okay, that. Ooh.
I feel like that's not how the time-space continuum works, but I could be wrong.
Now you can be rookie and player of the season.
Oh, I thought they meant like they were playing it for the first time, but they already got player of the
Oh no
season
no
in
no
the
no!
same
I think
series. I was like,
they
what?
mean that they were a rookie at one point, the rookie of the season at one point, and MVP at the same exact time.
Yes.
Okay, for sure.
All right, so 2-time All-Star and hero. You were indeed Dano, rookie and player
Oh
of the season
no,
at the same
no! He
time.
revealed it. He revealed it. Quick, Dante, put Dano down.
No, he's only on his second season, so it's impossible. It can't be him. I know it's not Dano.
No, come on. You can put Dano. That's all right.
Yeah, that was definitely that one kept it simple.
Yes. It's amazing how different all of the explanations are. Are you all ready for number 6?
I am.
Yep.
Okay. 1 second. Copy the wrong one. Okay. I am a former varsity bowler with a high game of 299 out of 300. Some of my former teams include Xnergy, Really Nice Guys, Hero Power Rangers, and the Ugly Mucklings. I can often be found in Sage's server venting for dating advice.
Okay, so I don't know exactly who this is right away, but
Are you serious?
You need to get at me for the bowling because I love it. I am serious. That's Stop saying the ones that are the easiest are the ones that I can't get. That is just not fair. That is.
I'll be honest, that was
I'm in
not an
Sage's
easy one for
server.
me.
All right, I am ready for number 7. If you are.
Okay. So number 7. Number 7 is a bit longer than others because I have to sing.
Oh God.
Oh wow,
Um,
that's intense.
Yeah, I'm going to only sing a part of it. I'm sorry to the person who sent this. I'm going to do a mixture between singing and reciting. And I'll stop at some point. The words after where I stop singing is basically where it's basically where the name of the person would come in. So let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Did they send me daughters when I asked for sons? You're the saddest bunch I ever met, but you can bet before we're through, Mister, I'll make a man. You be a man, we must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a great. Okay, that should be enough.
They were talking about be a man, and I was gonna write down tap last. But
I have no idea what's happening right now.
that was actually really good. My God, that was
that
like
was great.
actually like one of the most
Very good
content things
job.
I've ever seen. Holy mother!
Okay, hopefully I
like-
didn't do a horrible job singing.
No, that was really good, dude. Like actually, like I was watching Mulan the musical, dude. It was great.
Good.
You know, the unfortunate thing for you now is that people are going to send in musical ones repeatedly.
Oh yeah.
You are absolutely screwed.
If you're going to do that, please choose the songs that I actually practiced in singing class. That would be better.
Somebody please submit Gucci Gang for a Lotus to sing.
Oh my God.
Please do.
I
Yellow
have
Dart,
sung hip hop before.
Yellow Dart, I've been angling for like a rock band stream for a while now, so I'll throw down.
Yeah. Flex that like top 100 on drums and or like a multiple instruments or whatever.
It was everything but drums. Drums I was only top 500.
Okay.
Hashtag flex. So is that going in chat? Because I need that in chat again.
So good.
Okay. So, should I start player 8?
Go ahead and start player 8, my guy.
Yeah, no amount of time of me contemplating number 7 is going to make this easier.
Wait, what? Wait, Donde? What?
What are you serious right now? Like I should know the answer to that?
Wait, yes. It's like Hangman. It's
I
like
thought this
easier
one
than
was pretty
Hangman.
easy.
It's like Hangman for illiterate people. It's like, oh. Okay, do it. I'm really curious. This is such a good idea, Lotus. Oh my, this is such content. I love this.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. The next one, I live in Texas, have a toddler, and played a mage in WoW. Favorite historical way chess deck is Tempo Mage.
See, I get this one easy.
Yeah. Oh wait, actually, never mind. Back up.
I think
Missed
my
the
favorite
toddler
part of
part.
this is going to be when we inevitably guess somebody that's wrong, and then they get offended that we would think that that's them.
Oh yeah, no, I was gonna go
possibly?
Durden, but
Oh my god, could you imagine?
Yeah. Also, there are only 2 more. I will say some names will be saved for next week, so don't feel sad if your name doesn't appear today. It's probably going to come up next week, unless you actually qualify for next week, in which case we'll find some point to put your name.
Guys, quick, help me figure out what the time offset on the site for Texas is, that I can go back through the players list.
Are you all ready for number 9?
I'm just
yeah.
gonna guess. Yeah, go for it.
Sorry?
Yep,
Yeah.
ready for 9.
Okay. So number 9, I am this former Ascension World Championship competitor has been a part of more than 5 different card games competitively, including a top 10 finish at the Yu-Gi-Oh! National Championship in 2013. Notable hobbies outside of video games include reading, basketball, football, and skydiving. Their favorite deck in the history of Hearthstone is Evenlock.
Yeah, I got this one pretty easy.
When we reveal this, I have a meme that I can actually let you throw up on screen, Donde, because it was
Okay.
it was actually perfect for this. Vintage.
I am dying to know some of the ones that I have no idea. Like I don't even want to do the next segment. I just want to move on to the answers.
To those of you who missed any, I'll go over whichever ones you guys need. Please don't make me sing again.
Please make him sing.
I'm ready for number 10 when you are.
Okay. So number 10, and the final one of tonight. It's him, lefty's right hand in duos, the good luck number 4 at the Surf Slam.
It's cheating to just go look at the duos bracket, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm about to hit you with the DM right now.
I'm gonna hit you with the poorly formatted iPhone notes DM. So.
Chat, any ones you guys need me to repeat, I'll message and I can say if you need me to. If not, click submit whenever you are done, and I'm hopefully accepting responses should be all set. 7, I'll message 7.
All right.
Just go back to the VOD if you need 7 right now.
That's true. Did someone clip me singing?
Yeah, somebody clip it.
Oh, it has to be. All right, so while we let everybody finish up on that, we will be talking about the matches of the week upcoming for week 3. And these are all the matches. I can't read. These are all the matches that are going to be on stream this week. So we'll be talking about the individual matches as well as the all-encompassing series between every member of the team. So this is a great way to get your team and yourself featured on HearthCenter going forward. If you are a stream match, we will talk about you on Wednesday nights. So thank you to everybody who reached out about wanting to be on stream this week. It was actually overwhelming, to be honest. We had so many more than the slots that we have available, which is just like, from a content perspective, an absolute dream. So I hope that the energy keeps going forward, and it's really appreciated when we have that many people who are just jazzed up to play on stream. So let's go ahead and pull up the first set of games. I am on the wrong screen. There we go. Heyo, there we go. All right. So we have, starting from the Friday matches. The first Friday match, 8 p.m., will be Ridiculous Hat versus Snake, and that's in the Pro Series, FTL versus Aeon, which you see at the top of your screen here. And we actually have another match from the same series on Sunday, Markshire versus Berserk, at 8 p.m. as well. So we'll talk about both of those as well as everything surrounding it. It's a pretty big match for Pro. FTL now at the top, as we mentioned, of the Pro Series. So Aeon looking to continue to bounce back after that first week loss. And you might notice that I am on one team and Icon is the captain of the other team. So there will be quite a bit of trash talking, I imagine. So let's start with that stream match of Snake versus Ridiculous Hat right at the top. No decks yet to speak of, but both players are 2-0. I love our Hat. He is a fantastic player, and I hope that his natural ability will lead him to a win here. But I know Snake has probably been prepping his butt off. Icon, I don't expect you to reveal anything too secret, but what do you think is going to go on right here?
Zoomer Snake beats Boomer Hat. I predict that.
Hat is younger than me.
Zoomer Snake beats Boomer Hat. Yes.
Okay.
I think jokes aside, I think Hat's obviously a very good player, but I think that Snake is better, and he, as Snake just said in chat, he's beaten him before, so I think he'll do it again.
You know, I definitely think I know he's beaten him before, but I don't think we can count Hat out. He just is.
No, we can't. Nah, he's 2-0.
Technically sound. He's a great player, and I know he's going to have a strategy here. So I'm looking forward to a great match.
Yeah.
My bans for everyone who bets against that. So the second match we're going to talk about, obviously, Markshire versus Berserk. Markshire got his first win last week. Berserk is 2-0 now, and 2-0 in the 4 seed for FTL. So that's strong. Markshire is, he was asking for some help today, for some strategy help, and I think we got him in a good spot going to this match. I think he's gonna do well. Historically, a fantastic player. Berserk is off to a great start in THL. Lotus, actually, I didn't get your opinions on Snake or Hat too, so I'll let you go first, and you can talk about both matches here. What do you think's gonna happen?
I think I have to give this one to. Our Hat. I haven't seen Snake online as much in Hearthstone. I don't know if he is, and we're just missing time-wise. But since I haven't seen him as much, I'll guess that Hat is going to win this just for having more practice.
And what do you think about Markshire versus Berserk?
I don't know much about Berserk, but has been having a great record.
He's top 10 legend almost constantly.
Right.
He's usually
That's pretty
top
good.
50. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I have to give it to Berserk, but Markshire does have more THL experience, so you never know.
This is definitely gonna be, I think, a fun match here. I'm pulling for my team. I think Aeon. I think we match up better than it looks like record wise. I will say one of my favorite side plots of this whole match is Coles versus Rabobson, as they're teammates with me in Legacy, so there's been some banter back and forth in that.
Zilf fight.
It's
Yeah.
it's a Zilf team kill. Somebody's going down one way or the other. But Icon, I know you think your team's gonna win.
I mean, Markshire is really good, man. Markshire was literally the all-star for pro on the first pro team that I've captained like with him. And he's a very, very technically good player, but I know that he is very busy with school right now. And like I love him, but I don't know if he is up to like playing BZ. BZ plays constantly and really, 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 really like intensely. So I don't know.
I think the real shame here is that Itachi doesn't get to play me.
That's true.
We needed that.
Tell Mako to win more, and we'll get there someday. Sorry, Mako. I love you. You know.
I'm sure he's out there watching the VOD in the future.
Yeah, here, pin that in your what was the motivation board or whatever
Pin it on the bulletin board.
Yeah, the bulletin board. Yeah.
So, our trick question: the board is the villain. Yeah, this is just villains versus villains. So our second match on Friday is going to be Super Murloc versus Bill Snyder, which you will see down below, in 4th and Inches versus Dad Legend, and that is a Legacy Gold Series match. It's perfect. We have 2 Pro, 2 Legacy, 2 Hero matches this week across all nights. And so Super Murloc versus Bill Snyder in that 4 seed down below. You'll see the PRs do favor Bill Snyder, but Super Murloc has been pretty strong the last few seasons, especially in Legacy. So I think this will be an exciting match. I think Dad Legend is looking to get back on the right side, of the top 4 here in their division. Actually, they might be in top 4 right now. Now that I think about it, I think they're 4th right now. So, but 4th and Inches has been one of the stories of the season so far, and Itachi's featured again because I just can't get rid of this guy. Icon, what do you think's happening here, specifically Super Murloc versus Bill Snyder on Friday night?
Bill Snyder is a very experienced player. I think Super Murloc is having some trouble in terms of just finding a comfort zone in the meta right now. So I would have to give this to Bill. I think they're both very good players, and Super Murloc is very technically sound for a 4 seed. But I think that Bill Snyder has a lot of momentum right now.
What about you, Lotus? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I think I agree. I have to give this one to Bill. I think he has a lot of momentum. He's a solid player. He's definitely playing under his PR, so I think he's favored in this one.
Yeah, Bill also coming off a big win in Pro, so he's definitely feeling it right now. Might like the metas might be playing to his strengths. So Bill looks like he's probably the favorite, but Super Murloc should definitely not be counted out. And we know that with Itachi, Ron Mexico on that team, and Skittles captaining, they're going to have him prepped. So he'll have a lineup. He'll be ready to go. I don't think there's going to be any questions on whether or not he's prepared for the match. It's just going to come down to can he get it done? Can he queue right? Can he beat Bill? So that's one of the 2 matches that we're going to be talking about for this game. But Ron Mexico versus Yellow Dart's actually happening on Saturday night, and that's a pretty hype match. So the Saturday stream starts at 9 p.m. Ron and Yellow will be the 10 p.m. match, and this is huge. I think the 414 PR for Yellow Dart is not a good description of how good of a player he is. He is much better than that PR. So I think Ron will have his hands full. Lotus, what do you think about this match? Do you see it as Ron is definitely favored, or do you think Yellow Dart can get the job done for Dad Legend?
I think Ron is favored. He's been having great momentum. He's been doing really well in almost all THL series. So I would expect Ron to be favored, but Yellow is a solid player, and it's hard to say that he's unfavored ever.
I would agree with that. Icon, how do you feel?
Ron's favored. I love Yellow Dart, but Ron is so insane right now. He's one of very few one seeds where they come into THL good and they only get better. Like if you look at his ladder rank, it's like terrifying. If you look at his like THL results, he like puts up numbers in every single series. He is so scary as a player.
Uh,
I am not afraid to admit that I tried to get him on my pro team multiple times, and he's so good, man. He's
oh, Ron
crazy.
is
I find it so
absolutely
hard to bet
legit.
against him.
My favorite Ron Mexico story from this past week, like because I have like a Ron Mexico story every week. But no, seriously, this past week I log on to Hearthstone. I have a watch a friend win to get a pack. So I see Ron playing. I'm like, yeah, let's hop in and watch some High Legend play. And I soon found out he was playing some guy named Bloodyface because I saw the Golden Celebration card back and I was like, ah, all right. And Ron won. So he's a pretty good player.
Mm-hmm.
He is loyal and so good. Thank you, Diamond.
He's a really positive dude. He's
Oh,
super super
he's
good for
absolutely every
team
time I've talked
environment.
to him,
He's
yeah.
just everything you could want in a THL teammate.
Yep,
Like man,
good
dude.
teammate, good player. Yeah, it really doesn't get better than that. And Jim, thanks for the sub with Twitch Prime. Appreciate that. 9 months in a row. Thanks for coming back. And Skittles there mentioned that he can't prep Murloc that hard because Ron and him are playing against each other in Hero. So I guess that might be another advantage for Ron in this matchup. Or I'm sorry, for Bill Snyder in this matchup. He just Ron like heard his name and he just showed up. He's like we Beetlejuiced him basically.
We summoned him.
So let's take a look at the second set of games here. I'm gonna bring that up on screen in a moment. There we are. So this we will start with the Ron. No, Ron. We already talked about Ron Mexico. Ron, you're done. You don't get talked about anymore. Electabuzz versus Silver T Fox Demon. That's the 9 p.m. match for Hero here. Team NPH versus the Burninators. So that's down in the 5 seed there. Pretty even via PR. Silver's got the 2-0 start for the Burninators. Electabuzz at 1-1. And these teams are just about as close as you can get via points, even though NPH has a 2-0 start to the Burninators 1-1. I guess we will talk about Ron a little bit because he's still featured in this game because he's just all over THL at this point. And oh yeah, it's Skittles. We just mentioned this match here. So yeah, Icon, what do you think about Silver versus Electabuzz?
Um, hard to pick against Silver and Hero, man. That's he's definitely got like a pretty sick thing going on, and I think that I don't really know too much about Electabuzz, but I know that Silver is pretty technically solid for a 5 seed, and so I think I would rate him over a lot of 5 seeds in THL right now. So I'd probably go Silver in a vacuum, maybe like 3-1. I think Electabuzz could put up some points, maybe make it a 3-2, take some nice scoring points away.
All right, and before I get to Lotus's thoughts on it, as he mentioned in chat, last call on the guess the player. If you have any questions on on any of the 10, we'll repost them in chat, but you're gonna have to get them in here in the next minute or two. Lotus, what do you think about Electabuzz versus Silver and this match as a whole?
I think this is a very tight 5 seeds. I feel like this season we have a lot of higher PR 5 seeds. So this looks like a really good match. Electabuzz did lose one match so far versus Silver T Fox won both. That being said, he is a higher PR player. I think I have to give this to Silver T Fox Demon, who's also been having great THL time overall. But it is going to be pretty tight.
Yeah, I played Silver in Pro Series last week, or not Pro Series, Legacy Series last week. I apologize. He subbed in for the team that we were playing against. It escapes me off the top of my head. But yeah, he played very technically well. We had a lot of close matches, and I don't think the overall score of the series would show exactly how close it was. So Silver's definitely a solid player. I know Electabuzz has been in the series for a few seasons now. Silver as well. So these are definitely experienced players. I think they'll both come prep to play. I would say if there's a 3-2, I'll give it to Silver here. And but I'm excited. That's a match I get to cast on Saturday night. So hopefully you can join me on that adventure. But Sunday we've got one more match. We talked about Markshire versus Berserk, but the 9 p.m. match is going to be Super Murloc versus It's Me Mike V. So you get a double dose of Super Murloc this week. That's the hero match at down below there that you see DSM-5 versus Tan Pam's Surf Slam. So Super Murloc's 0-2 right now. It's Me Mike V is 2-0. Do we think Super Murloc can get at least one win on stream this week, Icon?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, I know that Itachi has some big plans for him, and that we've been talking to him a lot within the team. I know that we think we have a game plan that we like for him and that he likes for himself that we've been working out. So I'm very excited to see what he does with this new strategy that we've cooked up. That said, Mike V is definitely a very, very good player in the 4. And I wouldn't put it past him to put up a great fight and make this a very competitive match.
By the way, I'm realizing and I'm
too.
angry right now that I featured all 3 of Itachi's teams on the last 2 graphics.
Yeah, I mean,
that's burning me inside and now outside as well. Lotus, what do you think about Super Murloc versus It's Me, Mike V?
So honestly, I think It's Me, Mike V is fairly favored. He's in my team in Legacy, and he's been doing very well. He's a great player. I have to give this one to him.
Yeah, Mike's having a good season here in Hero to start with, so I definitely think he is going to perform well, but I don't see Super Murloc getting off to an 0-3 start. I just don't think it's possible. He's definitely playing above that PR overall. He's not a 150 player overall. So I think, Itachi, like you said, Icon, you guys are going to have a plan for him. I got to say, I think that Super Murloc will get his first W this season. So that is it for our matches of the week. Again, thank you to everybody who reached out and offered up their match. Like I said, we had tons more than we could fit. We are still looking for a second caster for Sunday. So if you are interested, Lotus, you are going to be casting on Sunday. So hopefully anybody out there who would like to get paired up with him is welcome to send me or Lotus a message directly, and we'll get you going. But yeah, all the matches are set, so you guys don't have to do any work. You just got to show up and cast your butt off, so that's going to be fun. And Friday, I believe, is going to be Saku opping, and I forget who's casting that night. I'll have to check in with him to see. But it will be myself and hopefully my Anadon on Saturday, so that should be a good time. So
it's also a good time subscribing with Twitch Prime.
Hey.
Amazon Prime is a fantastic service that many people choose to use for their delivery needs, and that actually comes with a great service called Twitch Prime. Now, you might not know it, but you actually have a free subscription with your Amazon Prime that you can use on any channel of your choice. We suggest that this be Team Hearth Legends because we are a volunteer organization that uses all of our funds to put right back into the community to fund things such as the World Cup, such as the duos matches, and things such as the content that you see right in front of you right now. So if you get the chance, definitely subscribe because it helps our board members a lot. They do a lot of work and definitely give back to the community. So that is the Twitch Prime ad read.
Thanks, Icon. Appreciate you jumping in on that.
Yeah, you got it.
So it is time to reveal the results of Guess the THL Player, and I'm prepared to be embarrassed.
Yes, it is.
Let's go. I immediately realized that I was wrong on one of them, by the way, after I sent it to you, and I'm so mad at myself.
I'll redo some of the hints so our hosts can debate what they think now with chat's help.
All right.
To see what are the correct answers. So the first one was this player is a THL veteran. He is a 2-series champion and has never won a player award. He is known for particular emojis. His first championship was achieved in his rookie season.
Okay, who do you think this is, Donde?
Is it Sage?
No, it's Diamond because he doesn't want a player award because he's gotten carried, but he only speaks in emoji.
He does. I'm an idiot. So does Sage, though, kind of. I mean, he doesn't all emojis, but
Sage doesn't talk anymore in main chat, so we gotta.
No, he does. He's been very active this season. That's not true at all. See, when I thought someone who doesn't have a player award, I know he's captained multiple teams that he's played on, but I don't know. I knew I was wrong. I knew I was gonna get it wrong. I hate this game already.
This was Diamond. It is correct.
I was gonna say I don't even need you to read the answer because I already know Icon's right. So.
So Number 2, I am in my second season of THL. I have a less than 0.5 win percentage this season in Hero and love combo decks like Holy Wrath Paladin and Infinite Druid. I am married, have 3 kids aged 10, 5, and 11 months. I'm currently locked out of my employment along with 700 plus brothers and sisters from my union by an employer that is trying to gut our pensions. I enjoy nice, balmy walks in minus 40-degree weather out a picket line.
As Diamond said in chat, I had Skittles on this one.
Yeah, I didn't know that one. I didn't know Skittles was that old. That's pretty cool.
It is Skittles. I knew this one. I mean, I knew it from duos, but also when he sent me, it made perfect sense. Fun fact, if you look at the capitalized letters in his name, it spells skills.
I did get that. And
That's dope.
I always still spell it wrong, regardless, even
That's
if I know that.
super cool. I never knew that. That's so cool. Okay. Skittles' name is much cooler now. That's really cool. Okay. Okay, that's really awesome. Sorry, I just think that's a cool name.
All right. I'm sure there are multiple people out there who are still 2 for 2, and neither of us are.
Yeah, there are actually not that many. The best score was a 7 out of 10.
Okay, it's still reasonable.
Yes. Number 3 has captained both Hero and Legacy for 3 seasons each, served on the board for 2 seasons, named one of the current THL Twitch shows.
That's Cal all day.
Yeah, this is Cal.
Because Saloon is the one he named.
Yeah, this was Cal.
Yeah, I was gonna say the big meme was Cal being on the board, but
Oof.
I mean, dude, I'm still Skittles' name is so cool. I just love that it spells skills. That's actually so cool. That's like on the level that like when I was in 8th grade, I was like, wait, M means Marshall Mathers, and then I was like, my mind was like blown, dude. It was a lot.
See, I did not know that.
Yeah, me
Is
neither.
now the time where I point out that his LP, the Slim Shady LP, came out when I was in 8th grade?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay,
Sounds good, dude. Wow. Okay. What's the 4th one? Do you wanna reveal that?
Yeah, as for the 4th
Paintball.
one, played paintball competitively, locally, not professionally, is a service manager for a Fortune 500 company, has 3 kids ages 22, 20, and 11, enjoys playing SWTOR, favorite HS Pro player is Purple, favorite FPS on PC is Battlefield 1942. Who did you realize the correct answer, Icon?
It's one of 2 people. It's either Coles or DeSharmo, dude.
It's not Coles.
Okay, I think it's DeSharmo,
I
bro.
know Coles. I have Saku.
Wait. Oh wait, yeah, Saku's kind of old.
Saku plays paintball,
sense.
or at least he did. His icon in Discord is him playing paintball.
Ain't that it? What? I'm bamboozled. I've known Saku for a long time, bro. I didn't know that. That's insane.
Yeah. Well, I mean, is that right?
I thought it was Donnie, because Donnie's like one of the only people to flex that he works for a Fortune 500 company.
I think he only has 1 kid though.
Yeah, no, I know. That's as soon as I saw that, I was like, he only has a daughter. Like I lost that. Yeah. Swator is dope. Yeah, I literally thought it was a bird too, Diamond. That I'm thrown for a loop, my guy.
It is Saku.
Yeah.
Saku was correct.
That's
insane.
I had that one right away. I've talked to Saku about paintball before, even though I've never really played paintball, so definitely. Yeah. I guess I had a little advantage there. I don't know.
Okay, for sure.
All right, number 5.
Number 5, I'm a rookie and MVP of the season at the same time, as well as 2 times All-Star in Hero.
So this is the one that stumped me. I had Ron Mexico.
I think this was Mako. I think this is Mako, but I'm not sure.
It is neither Ron nor Mako.
Okay.
Someone says Big Ted. Diamond says Big. Is it Big Ted?
It is Big Ted.
Dang.
Yes.
Diamond's kind of good at this, actually. Like, I'm a low key.
All right, yeah, that one was cryptic. That was tough. Definitely.
That one was tough.
To get that one.
Yeah.
This is the one next one before here.
Yeah, I am a former varsity bowler with a high game of 299 out of 300. Some of my former teams include X-Energy, Really Nice Guys, Hero Power Rangers, and the Ugly Mucklings. I can often be found in Sage's server venting for dating advice.
Oh, this is
It's got to be
bro.
JR Juggerlaw,
This
right?
is JR, bro. This is JR. Yeah.
Okay. I had no idea he was that good of a bowler.
Me neither.
When he
I only know him.
when the bowling
Yeah.
stuff came out first, I thought it was Anfall, and then I was like, he's not looking for dating advice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
299's
Oh, that's. Oh, that's good.
I saw a guy throw a 299 live in my league a few months ago, and I watched him die on the inside as the last ball didn't get a strike. So it's painful. It was painful to watch. I can only imagine it was worse for him because he looked like he just wanted to cry. Yes, in my bowling format series, ridiculous hat. Yes.
Would you say he threw Donda?
So we
Like
jokingly
the ball?
refer to 299s as taking a crap on a 300. And if you throw a 299 in our bowling alley, you get your name on a tile in the bathroom. So he has his name on a tile in the bathroom. Number 7.
Number 7. I won't sing the whole thing again, but I'll give you guys the answer in the chorus. We must be swift as the coursing river, with all the force of a great typhoon.
Yeah, come
God.
Donda.
No, oh man,
Bro, it's just Mulan lines, bro.
I didn't. Oh.
Yeah, it was a Mulan reference.
I got that part.
It was really
Yeah.
good.
It was
So
really good.
I don't even want to say who I guess.
What did you wait? Who did you put? Who did you put? Please
I
tell
guess Force of Will. I don't know. This did not go well for me. That did not go well for me. So I think
No.
I missed one. I missed 3 so far. Okay, I'm
missed
not
a
doing
lot
great.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the results here, I'll say in the end. But as for number 8, I live in Texas, have a toddler, and play the Mage in WoW. Favorite historical HS deck is Tempo Mage.
I definitely got this one.
I thought this was Sage, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, because I know he lives in Texas, and I know he likes Tempo Mage, but I don't think he has a daughter. But yeah,
It's DeSharmo.
It's actually not DeSharmo.
What? No,
Yo,
I was so sure.
Donde.
Well, I know he played Mage in
Oh,
WoW. Oh man,
yeah, no,
I was
me
so
too.
confident.
It is not. Anyone? Any guesses?
Dude,
Diamond
I
says
don't even
Icicles. Is it
know.
Icicles?
It was Icicles, yes.
I don't know. I don't know Icicles well enough. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, he was going to say Freeze Mage, but he thought it was going to be too easy.
Oh yeah,
I was
given it away.
completely all in on DeSharmo. I had DeSharmo typed out before you finished the question. I was so positive.
Yeah.
My whole world is flipped upside down right now.
Dude, I'm sorry for your loss on the Frost Mage Icicles. It's just a frostbolt repeatedly every single time. Just have a macro to only use the one spell for the entire game and never use any other ones. So I apologize, buddy. It's a rough life out there, for sure.
Yeah, spell rotations are hard.
Yeah.
All right, number 9.
Number 9, this former Ascension World Championship competitor has been a part of more than 5 different card games competitively, including a top 10 finish at the Yu-Gi-Oh! National Championship in 2013. Notable hobbies include, outside of video games, include reading, basketball, football, and skydiving. Their favorite deck in the history of Hearthstone is Evenlock.
Yeah, this is Itachi.
This is Itachi, bro.
Yeah. The second you said Yu-Gi-Oh, I was like, yep, it's Itachi. Got it.
Yeah, it is Itachi.
And also the Evenlock thing. We have a reaction image very far up in FTL back from when the server was TBH Jude's server, and we have a thing from Itachi that says, "When I say I'm playing Evenlock," and then the clap emoji says, "I'm playing Evenlock." And also I can't find it on my hard drive right now, but I still think the best THL match that I've ever seen was when Itachi played Rabobson in Jude versus Boars in the 1 seed, like a long time ago in Hero. and Rebobsu went 2-0 up on him, and Itachi only had even lock left, and I watched some of the tightest even lock play I have ever seen in my life. He like played it perfectly and ended up like reverse sweeping Rebob. And then after that, I sent Rebob the meme that was a thing for a while, the Naruto meme where Itachi is choking Sasuke, and I just put Itachi on one side and Rebob on the other side. I can't find it now, but it was really good at the time. But
Most of those words meant nothing to me.
it's okay. I'll send you the meme.
And the final one that you're gonna read is the one that I immediately realized I'm wrong after I sent it to you. So go ahead.
Yeah. It's him, lefty's right hand in duos, the good luck number 4 at the Surf Slam.
It's brushy, isn't it?
We actually
No.
showed this
What?
on stream a few minutes ago. We were talking
Yeah.
about the
Oh
match.
no, it's me, Mike V. Okay, I'm just wrong
Wait,
twice
yeah.
then.
Found that.
I said Ozma. I'm like I said, I'm bad at this. So.
It is Mike V.
Yeah, it's Mike V. So what does that put me at? 4, 5?
So the
I didn't do too
scores,
well either, but like
the first place was Diamond with 7 correct answers.
So Diamond gets to play
Congratulations.
next week.
Yes. In second place, we have Icon with 6 answers.
hey, all right, that's not bad. I'll take it.
And tied in third place, we have Donde, Itachi, and Typhoon.
And that's 4, I believe, based on what I've got written down
That
here.
is 5.
Is it 5?
Unless I miscounted.
Boomer Donde and his 50-50
Did I
win
miscount?
differential.
Oh no, I didn't. I got JR right. Okay, I had that marked as wrong for some reason. Yeah, I got 5. Okay.
Yeah, you have 5.
Yeah, I was on fire there. I had like 3 out of 4, 4 out of 5 for a little while. Then I just bombed the second half of that quiz.
Yeah.
So yeah, Diamond, you get to come on next week and play Icon. Heads up, I'll get to just watch and
Right.
and laugh about how
How bad I am at
how
Hearthstone
bad-
and how I'll probably lose to like a 5 seed. Yeah, dude, I got you
Nah, man, nah.
for sure.
Bombing the second half when it matters is a classic Aeon maneuver. Yes, that is what we do here. You know, make nothing out of something. No,
Yeah,
you're not
and-
playing. You're not playing Hearthstone Diamond. You're playing Icon in this game next week. We'll probably do a shortened version of it, maybe only 5 names instead, just because 10 is quite long. But
10 takes quite a while.
I might
That was
actually
fun.
lose to him.
So yeah, if you haven't sent anything in, go ahead and send some in. So if you send a message to me or send a message to Lotus, and we'll get you on the list, and it should be fun. We'll keep everything secret from Icon and see if he can take down the reigning champion, which right now is Diamond.
Yep, and even next week, although the two of them will be facing each other, everyone's invited to participate in the Google form as well. Just fill it, and we'll just see how it goes. You can still send songs. Please choose something that's in my vocal range. Like, I don't know.
Falsetto only.
Yeah. I
Ave
can do my
Maria
falsetto.
THL edition.
Please don't. Don't
Hat-
make me sing any opera.
Hat completely blew up my spot as I was going to send in something that had to do with spreadsheets, and now everyone knows it'll be me. So you jerk.
Yeah, I did use a manual method, so Donde's proud of me.
Hey, there we go. Right, so stand up. I didn't. How could I forget the bourbon moat? I know. Listen. I crumbled under pressure. It was not my finest moment. I concede defeat. I'm gonna bottom right. So all right, that's the first edition of Guess That THL Player. That was a lot of fun, and hopefully we can have some more of that fun next week. And hey, I guess if we can think of other games to play too, get everyone involved. I think that's a lot of good content that we can stream. So we will see you guys next week. Thank you for joining us. We will be back at 9 p.m. Eastern next Wednesday. Please do tune in tomorrow night. Tavern Talk, of course, Thursday night. And then our matches will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. As a reminder, we do need a second caster on Sunday, so let me know if you're interested and would like to do it. Even if you've never done it before, now's a great time to start. So good luck in all your matches this week, unless I'm playing against you in your team, Icon. And we will see you guys around. So have a great night. Thanks for coming out.